Hey guys, what is up? This is AntDude and welcome back to some more Super Mario Galaxy. Last time we finished up the Terrace Dome, for the time being at least, and today we're gonna dive into the Fountain Dome. And I'm gonna say, they weren't lying. It's pretty peaceful in here. I mean, you got two fountains. I mean, they're pretty nice looking. You got the little wading pool surrounding this little island. It's nice. And then you got the bunch of bathroom tile. It's a nice and peaceful looking place. But now we're just gonna dive on into space. We're gonna click on the level 9, or the 9-star galaxy opening, and ba-boom! The Space Junk Galaxy. It's gonna be a weird episode, because I'm gonna be raving about this place a lot, because it's one of my favorites in both of the Galaxy games, but, let's just dive on in! Prepare yourselves! Yeah! Now, what's interesting about this very first mission, the Polestar Path, is that it sort of goes back to the conversation I was having before, about this game having areas that are very traditional platforming sections, and areas that are just dedicated for traversing through areas in space, from one area to the other, via sling stars. This is, clearly the latter. I mean, this area is just space. I can't zoom in. But Space Junk, they're not lying. This place is as advertised. It's just a bunch of small objects in space that you run around and then have to go from area to area via those stars that you use with the pointer. And what's cool about it is that even though this area is just a bunch of junk in space, as you can see here, that's where the star is. So it's very similar to, say, Isle Delfino in Sunshine, where you could see everything from everywhere if you look hard enough. It's that same feeling, except you're in space, and this is one of the main reasons why I prefer Galaxy 1 to 2, is that Galaxy 2 tried being more of a Mario game, per se, in the sense that this game tried to be more about space. And this is a perfect example of that. This is just running around in space. And I just love it so much, especially the music. I mean, this game has great music, and this isn't even really music. This is just ambiance. But man, it's fantastic. But that's a minimal bit of raving about it. I mean, it really is just one of my favorite places in both games. And let's see, what do we got now? Oh yeah, here's another thing. You got the ship from Pikmin 2. Like, how cool is that it's another one of Miyamoto's masterpieces? And he just went ahead and threw in the ship, because it makes sense. I mean, they traveled through space. It'd be almost a little bit satisfying if you hit one of these things and you see Louie just falling out, like, woo, no, because he's a jerk, but, I mean, we can't have everything we want, that's just life. And look at that, you just see stuff just flying through space. See, I find that with a lot of, major Nintendo games, they always end up looking good stylistically, but if you really pay attention to what's going on in the back, they look even better. And that's just one of those minor details, I guess. And I also really like the Polestar idea, which we did do a little bit before, but it does sort of go back to the idea of how well the motion controls are having this game hold up over time. Because I'm not traversing anything. I'm just pointing in one area, holding A, and then waiting for Mario to get there. That's not challenging, but it's such a subtle and still unique way of using motion controls and the pointer that I feel like that's just a great way of traversal. Also, we're gonna take the path less taken. No one goes this way. Get out of here. Because admittedly, there's no real reason to. This box, I think, has a 1-up. No, just star bits. We could always use more star bits. Oh, that was cheap. I was doing good. How did that spider hit me? Whatever, now you're dead. You dumb space spiders. See, they took the spiders that were kind of like they were once from Mario 64, kind of, and made them just look like legitimate spiders now, except for the eyes. They're creepy and they're dead. No one likes spiders. Let's see. Oh, we gotta save Captain Toad's little brigade. And I remember this specifically because after I came back to this game, the blue Toad, who normally has glasses, doesn't have glasses in this one. Nintendo wouldn't be able to pull that now. This one right here. Then you say, yeah, where'd my glasses go? Nintendo couldn't pull this off nowadays. Captain Toad has such a rabid fan base, people would freak out, be like, where's his glasses? And then they'd have to patch it in. And you know it to be true. Da-da-da-da, and hey, and then he discovered the Power Star, take the Sling Star to the top of the Star Shroom. I will gladly do that. Well, boom! You want some more? You want some more excitement about why this area is the best? These platforms right here. You walk, and then they zoom into place. That's amazing. And there have been other games, I'm pretty sure, I can't think of any on the top of my head, unfortunately, where platforms appear when you walk, like, next to something. I can't think of a single other game, again, I could be wrong, where the platforms, like, warp into place. And then when you go far away, and you can see they go right back into space, like right here. You go closer, ba-boom, comes back down. I think that's the coolest thing. This area, man. It's typical also, I find, with Mario games, is like, the first area is always pretty good, gives you a solid idea of what to expect, but once you hit the second or third worlds, they just start going crazy. 3D World was the same way. I also kind of like that they took the Silver Star idea, which was kind of an afterthought in 64 DS, just to pad on some more content, and made it a legitimate thing. I don't know, there's one star out of the way of raving. Yeah, on to round 2. And now it's time for another boss with Camella's airship attack. Now, I don't think the raving is going to continue as strong as it was in Mission 1, but I do find it kind of cool that the airships are just in the middle of space. I don't know, it's just a cool, I guess, aesthetic, maybe? Also, there's a glitch. Let's see if I can pull it off. Hey! No, we'll give it a couple of chances. If what you gotta do is diagonally long jump, basically as soon as you pass the black line on the top of this star shroom, I think that's what it's called, into the red one, and then somehow by doing this, the gravity screws up. I have to hit the bottom of the red, and then if I do it correctly, I warp back into this yellow one, but I'll be inside of it. Sometimes if it screws up, I'll end up just on top of the yellow shroom, and you'll see the gravity at work, but it takes a while to get through. Maybe at some point I'll show it off, but it's really cool because Nintendo actually put a decent amount of design inside the ship, even though you barely ever get to see it. Like, I can't think of any other instances, I have to play through the later levels again to remember, where you can actually see inside of it. Because there's a table inside of it that you can see, the outer walls have stuff that you can see. It's kind of surprising that something so minuscule has a decent amount of detail. But maybe later on, I'll show off that glitch. It just takes a little bit of time, and I'm not going to waste your guys' time. That's not my style. Hey, a one-up! I could always kind of use these, even though I'll be okay. Because again, plumber on a mission, gotta go. It's nice they're telling us about this now. So here's the thing. You do that, you do the spin, you get a little bit of a double jump. But again, once again, I don't need your stinking rules. They keep telling me stuff that I don't need to do. You're gonna see me break the rules again in a little bit, if I remember correctly. Typically, I don't remember correctly, but I think now I will. But I think I'll be okay. This is cool, though. I do like this. Ba-boom. We got one more. Hey, guys, break this one, too. Ba-boom. That's a very satisfying thing, because the controller vibrates a little bit, which always makes things a lot more fun to use. Gotta break this one last one. I'll leave the Goomba and the Toads be. Whatever. The Toads are just gonna tell me about the throwing of the shells anyway. That's fine. I've already saved them like 3 times. I'll just save them in the next time. They'll get out of the crystal somehow. Alright, let's just make this quick jump. I want to go into the ship a little bit. Also kind of cool. Not really a big deal, but you go in here, because it's not really hidden. It'd be cool if it was hidden. You go inside the ship, and hey, look at that! A bunch of star bits. Again, I'm pretty sure this is the only time you get to see the inside of a ship, and even though it's not greatly detailed, it's cool to see that it kind of looks like a ship, I guess. I mean, I could be wrong. I've never been inside of a ship, but it looks like it. I just imagine the wood aesthetic. I feel like it's how it would look, so some sense of realism, I suppose. These guys show up throughout the entire game in multiple areas. I don't remember their names, but there's always 2 of them. There's different ways to take them out, and conveniently enough, they always use the element that the game introduces, like right at that time, so that's nice. Boom. See, again, don't need the rules. I was supposed to take that Sling Star, and I would go up the grate, which somehow wouldn't hurt Mario in the slightest, but I did it anyway with the triple jump, because Mario can do that. Why not? And hey, it's Camilla! How you doing? Kind of creepy looking? It's mainly the lipstick, I think. Because otherwise, she looks fine. She looks like a typical witch. It's the weird green lipstick. Hey, look at this. Pro skills. Yep, hold on. Just 1 second. This is just round 2. You didn't see nothing. Let's just, do it again. Thank you. And then, there you go, baby. Pro skills. That's how it's supposed to be done if you want to impress people. Not the first time. I was just, just an example of what not to do. But it's cool because I guess how the game designers wanted it to happen is the red shoots fireballs and they turn into fireballs when they hit the ground. The green, once the magic hits the floor, will turn into a shell that rolls around. I guess you're supposed to get the shell then, but why not just take advantage of somehow Mario's spinning, turning the magic into a shell, and then throwing it immediately feels a whole lot cooler, there's the Power Star. Again, another cool use of making the Power Star is actually be a power source. Something that I think no one thinks about too much. I don't, because I've been surprised by that multiple times already, but it's cool these things have a legitimate use now. But okay, Raving round 2 out of the way. Ba-boom! It's time for one more boss. Yeah. And for the final Space Junk Galaxy mission, it's time to dive into Terran Tox's Tangled Web. Now, this mission is cool, because this is one of the earliest bosses shown off by Nintendo. Like, one of the, very first ones. Not in a trailer, I don't think he was in a trailer, but in the gameplay demos. Also, kind of cool, it's right there. This is where the boss is. Again, that's a cool little detail. But, this area, not specifically, but in one of the earliest demos, if you look back at E3 2006, I think, there's an area that looks like the beginning of Good Egg Galaxy that led off into branching paths. One of the paths led to an area that's very similar to the walkway to Terran Tox. I think that's kind of cool. Also, we'll be coming back here later on. This is a star that we'll get later on. Again, some stars have also branching paths, where if you find a Hungry Luma, you give them enough star bits, you got a new planet shows up. We'll handle all that later. We're gonna get to a point where the missions that just doing all the main missions is not enough to unlock galaxies. So we'll come back to this probably really soon. But for now, boom! Right through the glass. I also love this. Wait for it. Bam! It could just be a boring place, a boring time from one planet to another, but nope, they made nice starbit crystals. This is the planet I was talking about before. This is where one of the branching paths would lead. I don't think it was by a star. I think you could actually just walk to it. Again, I don't remember. I need to watch the gameplay video again. But this pathway was different, and I think it led right to Terran Tox over there. But now, there's a few other things to do. Like this toad here on this sling pod, I believe it's called. So, what's kind of cool is, again, another cool use of the pointer. And I'm supposed to go from platform to platform, as you can see where the coins are. So I could take Toad, and this is how I'm supposed to test it out. I can also lead him to the ship, and he'll show up there. Or I could just be crazy and then do this. So let me just... Oh! Bye, Toad! Ah. It's sick, it's demented, but don't lie to yourselves. Every time you play Mario 64, you kill the baby penguin, so don't act like I'm crazy for getting rid of the Toad. I just find it kind of funny that given a game where Nintendo has all the power to make, you know, gravity, they can bend gravity to their will, they still let Toad just fall into the abyss. Oh, I'm such a sick person that I find that funny, but hey, we have a boss to beat. It takes a sick person to beat a giant spider. So we broke the giant cocoon, and this is also kind of cool. I'm supposed to break the smaller cocoon, but instead, we're just gonna let Toad do it. Okay, I thought I could. The Toad can break the weak points, but I guess his head's not strong enough to break the shell. But there you go, here's Terran Tox. An instance of a cute spider. Because you hit him in the face, and he's like, oh no, my face, it's just like a boo. When you look at him in the face, they get all scared. It's adorable. So the whole point of this boss is to hit the big glowy butt. He flips over, and it's a bit over-exaggerated, the pain that you get hit in the butt and you flip over. It's a bit over-exaggerated, but then you hit the small bits on his stomach. It puts him in even more pain, and then you do it again, except now he shoots green acid. How dare Terran Tox be born? I mean, really. That's really all he's done. When you think about it, he was in his cocoon. He was just waiting for the right time to come into the world. But this Italian plumber is like, nah, not on my watch. I'm gonna not only break his home, I'm gonna break him out of his cocoon early, and I'm gonna kill him. Despite the fact he's fighting back. It's all self-defense, but nope. Nope, Mario needs his precious stars. Let's get this painful moment out of it. It'd be nice if I had the Toad still. Have Toad do the final blow. Boom! That's a cool way to show off how the pointer works. Like, when Nintendo's trying to show off the Wiimote, what a great way to show it off than with this boss fight, I think. So, we have cool lighting, 10 things off. The pointer can manipulate these webs. Somehow, it's cool anyway. It's gonna, let's get you out of your platform. Oh. Huh. He's just gonna float. And I can't even tell because of this thing. Yeah, okay, he doesn't have a shadow. This toad does not have a shadow. I'm just gonna get out of here real quick. This is some horror movie type stuff. We're just gonna leave Space Junk on that horrifying note. Yeah! And there you go. Oh, and we're getting sent to the observatory. Oh, that's right, because now the prankster comets show up. They're such little pranksters. Alright, so we got 13 stars. Good way to end it. Got a good amount of star bits. That's nice, actually. Another Hungry Luma showed up. Again, that's nice. We'll get to them later on. And as you can see, on the map right there, the red prankster comet is there. I don't remember if they ever will come into a hindrance to my progression. Because, again, I like to do the 3 main missions per video. And to make sure to get that out of the way. I don't think they get in my way, because if they show up, you can't do any other mission. You gotta do that prankster comet. Luckily, though, there is this purple guy over here. If you pay him, I believe, I want to say 30. It's either 30 or 20 star bits. He'll move the prankster comet somehow. It's a very useful tool to have. But we'll get to those prankster comets way later on. That's like bottom of the barrel. We're gonna get the extra missions after the main missions, or during the main missions. I'll handle that whenever. And the prankster comet's way near the end. Hopefully, plans could change. I gotta wait and see, because my plans never work out how I plan them out. Whatever! That's it for the Space Junk Galaxy. Next time we're gonna go into the Battle Rock Galaxy, which is really cool. Not as cool, but still really cool. Thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you all enjoyed, and as always, I will catch you dudes next time. Bye-bye!